Hi my lovelies, hope you've been well. This is another favorites video, but today is going to be a kind of special one-ish because during August I was away for half the time, so I was mostly traveling. So this one is a travel edition because obviously I traveled, so I thought I'll just tell you about the stuff that I did bring during my travels and how I'm liking it, kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, so because there's no new things for this month, I also haven't been journaling on my desk a whole lot because I've been traveling and then I've been sick and then work has been quite a lot, so I think I'll just make it a special edition of like a travel edition. Also, just to note that I traveled really light, which means I didn't bring a lot of my journaling supplies. Most of the stuff that I did bring are mostly just to take notes so that I can journal later at home, if that makes sense. So what I did bring is this Kinbor weekly that has basically I just write down what happened. So that I did bring because I definitely want to make sure I write down the things. So I write on this, like I try to do it every night, but because it was quite busy, I ended up writing it every probably like second or third day just to jot down quickly like what we get up to and things like that. So I did bring that, and that has been really nice and light. I also did bring my TN, but I didn't actually use it that much because we didn't actually have a lot of time. Also, another thing I've been really enjoying taking is this little pouch, because this is like a pencil case, right? But it comes with this elastic, so you can just slide it in front of your book. And I think this probably fits any A5 kind of book nicely. And I just got this from Daiso, but it's been like a long time purchase. I probably got this like 4 or 5 years ago. That explains why one of the corners is already like all chipped, because it's, and then the elastic has also started to come off as well because it's been quite well loved. But I actually really like having this because it contains your most important things, so that way, you know, it's just there and you just take it with you kind of thing. So I will show you what is in there. I'm also sorry that I'm like a little bit sniffly because I got sick after I come back. Of course, you know, if you have a good holiday, then you come back kind of sick. So yeah, so if I sound a little bit congested, it's because I am sick. Anyway, from this little pouch, what I usually have is this, it keeps coming off, this very mini pencil from Muji. It's really tiny and it's not that comfortable to write for extended periods of time, I have to admit, but it's really good for when you're traveling and you don't have a lot of space, because look how skinny it is compared to my Jinhao. So that was the one thing that I did bring. I also bring my Jinhao because I inked this with one of my newest ink and I really like it, so I figured, you know what, I'll just bring it with me. But it's really nice. I was gonna bring my Twisby. Did have a new Twisby I really love, inked in the same colored ink. I will talk about it in a bit, but ink with the same colored ink, but it's a little bit bulky and a little bit heavier. But also I feel like if I lose this on my travels, I'm gonna get so sad. So I figured, you know what, the Jinhaos are much cheaper but still writes quite nice, and yeah, and I can bring the ink color I want with me. So I did bring the Jinhao one, but it's been really good to have it around, and it's just like, you know, like not a really expensive pen to bring around, so I'm glad that I brought that as well. And this is actually a travel scissors, which is kind of cute. Look, you kind of this part, you kind of slide it out and then it becomes a full grown scissors, which is really nice. If you do bring this on your travels, check your airline, because I'm not sure you can bring it to check-in, even though the tip of it is not very sharp. So I figured you can, but I did put mine in the checked-in luggage just because I don't want to get this taken away. So if any of you have successfully taken this Kokuyo scissors out in on board, what do they call it again? It's not checked baggage, on carry-on, let me know, because it's actually would be really good if I can carry it on my carry-on, because I did bring some stickers for some of my friends, so that would be really good to be able to like cut it kind of thing. But yeah, this is really good for just cutting off tags and like, you know, other things. Like, I don't know, you might collect ephemeras and then not want to take the whole thing on spot and just want to take this little thing, and then you can use this. So I feel like this is very, very useful to have on your trip. So that's what's in my little pouch. And next I will show you how I collect my ephemeras. So basically I brought this is like just like an A4 display book from Muji that I have lying around. I had plans for it and then now I've forgotten what plans I have for it, but I did bring it during my travels, and it's been really, really useful because these has I think probably 10 leaves, 10 plastic sheets. Hang on, let me check. This is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it has 10 different plastic sheets, right? And it's like back to back, so you can put something in the front and on the back. So essentially it's good for 20 days of traveling. So I figured I'll take it, because in the beginning what I wanted to take was this ephemera book, right? But then I figured, you know, what if I get something like bigger than this? Because obviously if I get something like this, it can't even fit. Oh, I have a bunch of snacks over there, that's why it's not gonna fit, because obviously it's bigger. So I told myself, you know what, maybe I'll bring an A4 book. What is this called? Sheets, plastic sheets, I don't know, basically this thing. I got it from Muji. If I can, I will link it down below for you guys. I actually still have the packaging, and it says it's PP clear pocket folder with a side opening. I don't know what's my vision when I got the side opening, but it's working fine anyway for me. But it makes sure that I can take big things like this and not have it like all clumped up into like this really thick thing, and then everything can be like spread out a little bit. And I like that there's 20 different compartments, so that means like if you're traveling for 20 days, each day can be its separate little pockets, which I love, right? So took some stuff from my hotel, all the like little, this is from, we got ice creams, and these was the paper that wraps on the waffle cone, but took it out before I eat it so I can, like, you know, take it as an ephemera. This usually stays in my hotel, and then I just put all these papers in my bag, and then in the end of the day I will just take it, because like, look, there's things like this that look super nice that I took. And this is from a cup that I took apart with my scissors just because I was like, oh, it's so pretty, I really want it for ephemeras, and all other things like that, packaging and things like that. But this is very, because you can see from here it looks pretty thin, right? So I slip it in like the upside, how do I say it, like, let me try to illustrate for you, right? If this is your luggage, my luggage is one of those older ones that is like a lot bigger, bulkier on this side, and this one is just a flap. So this, because it's so thin, I can slip it in here, and then that means I don't have to rummage my bag a lot, and I always know that my ephemera book is over there. And also, travel with people that knows you collect ephemeras, because probably half of this is what my friend collected and said, hey, I found some ephemeras for you. So that was really great. So anyway, so that's what I use to collect my ephemeras. So hopefully that gives you idea if you're traveling soon. So this is what I travel with, and then I did bring a travel's notebook, but I didn't end up using it a lot because we were quite busy, and I was just, the only thing I had time to do was just like putting things that we did into this basically. So, and it's fine. Then I know now that some holidays are quite busy that you can't do it straight away, and I knew I wasn't gonna journal on the go anyway, but it's nice to have at least something to take notes on so you can remember basically what's happened and things like that. So that is that. Also the ink that I've been using, these, oh, I also forgot to say that the reason I quite like bringing the Jinhao, in the end I actually quite like that I brought the Jinhao, because if you see, this and this are the same in color. In this one's in Twist B Eco, and this one is on the Jinhao, both of them EF, but the Jinhao is so much thinner. You can probably see, right, how much thinner it is, and you can fit more things. So I'm so glad that that's the one that I took for me for holiday, because that means I can write more. Because holidays, like, you go into a lot of places, so you know, you try to cram so much in like a little section of your planner. So I'm so glad I brought my Jinhao. But the ink that I inked it with, this lovely color, I don't know if it's showing properly, but it is the Celadon Cat. So I got this not a while ago, just before I left, and oh my god, the color is so pretty. It's like, where's my swatching thing? Did I swatch it yet? Oh no, I haven't swatched it yet. Or did I swatch it? Maybe I swatched it on my other swatch. Did I swatch it on these? Yes, I did. So this is the Diamine Celadon Cat, and it's like a very nice, how do I explain it? Like aqua, maybe, kind of blue. It's more to like cool tone than like green, but it's just so nice. I think if I am correct, this might be the one that is the Reddit ink or something. Apparently Reddit named it or something, but it's so pretty. I'm so glad I got the 100 mils. Is this 100 mil? 80 mil, because I can see that this is like, out of all my blue ink that I own, I don't own a lot, but this is probably one of my favorite. It's just so nice. So check that out if you are looking for a blue ink. And yeah, basically that's mostly it for my travel favorites. So I will make a spread like usual on here on my favorites insert. So if you want to see that, you're welcome to stay. Just a little bit update as well for this month, which is September, I think. It's just like a mess in my head because I'm like, when does it come out and everything. So for this month, I will still be doing only one video every 2 weeks because work is getting quite busy, obviously, because I went away, and then when I come back, there's a lot of things that I have to catch up, and there's a big project that is going out somewhere in September. So I will be still quite MIA during September and possibly October, because I usually prep my video a month before. Also really want to take October to prep for some shop stuff, so you might see a little bit of this and that hopefully come out if I'm not too like burnt out from my work. But anyway, hopefully there's going to be something that comes out on October, but also the video will still be once every 2 weeks until November. So November is where I will be back with one video a month, and hopefully you guys are okay with it. You can still watch older videos. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them. There's like 300 or something videos that I've posted. I can't believe there's that many. But there's those videos if you really want something to watch. I hope you stay safe and take care. And if you wanna watch me journal about all these things, will be interesting because there's nothing that I can use except this, so I have to like sketch and watercolor everything. So if you want to see that, then you're welcome to stay, but if not, then I wish you stay safe and take care, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.